Morning, everyone. How you doing? Finally have a beautiful morning here. Sun's finally shining. Now that we got rid of the remnants of Hurricane Debbie. And speaking of hurricanes, you know there's a storm brewing in the DNC right now. For all the desperate projecting the media is trying to say about Donald Trump is scared of Kamala Harris when he's constantly challenging her at the debates once three. She won't even do a press conference. But lately, I just can't help to think that Tim Walz, Tampon Walz, was there to set up Kamala Harris for fail. Because I didn't see the initial press conference when she introduced him. But I didn't realize that when she did introduce him, they did it in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Now, there's only 1 or 4 places I think announcements should be like that. Either one in Washington, D.C., where Kamala Harris currently works as the vice president, or 2 in her hometown of San Francisco. 3, Walz's current occupation as the governor of Minnesota in Minneapolis, or maybe the southern part of Minnesota where he grew up. But it was announced in Philadelphia, which leads me to believe that she wanted Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania. So I find it unusual that when a woman who's from San Francisco taps a guy from Minneapolis or Minnesota to be a VP, that they announce it in Philadelphia where everyone thought it was going to be Shapiro. Now, I never believed it was going to be Shapiro because the River to the Sea crowd was not going to have it. And he's for fracking because he is from Pennsylvania. But I thought no matter what they did, the pick was going to piss off a good portion of the Democrat base. And in this case, it's going to hurt the moderates of the Democrat Party. I'm talking about the voting bloc moderates of the Democrat Party who lean left because those issues appeal to them. But with all that being said and done, he's from Minnesota. Minnesota, I can't even remember the last time Minnesota was run by a Republican in the presidential election. I mean, even Ronald Reagan in 1984, when he won 49 states, the one state he didn't win was Minnesota. And who was the person he was running against that year? Walter Mondale from Minnesota. I think you have to go back to maybe 1968 when the Republicans last won Minnesota. I'm not really sure about that one, but it's been quite a while. And I don't think it's ever happened in my lifetime. But this pick doesn't help her. I mean, if she has Minnesota wrapped up, why would you pick him? Are you trying to attract other Midwest votes? Are you trying to attract the hard left Palestinians from Dearborn, Michigan? And again, you look at the history when the Democrats go hard left. George McGovern, Walter Mondale, they got blown away. Barack Obama, actually Bill Clinton ran as a moderate, but he started governing as a hard left, and by the midterm elections, he paid the price for it and was forced to be a moderate again. Barack Obama, for his history of a hard leftist, ran as a moderate, lied, and ran as a hard leftist. Now you got not one, not 2 candidates who are hard left, to the point where you have the endorsement of 1 Bernie Sanders and 2 the squad, which is pretty scary. And there's only one or two reasons why you would do something that stupid. One, you plan to cheat the crap out of this election. Or two, Walz was put there for Kamala to fail. Because already he's come out, we all know, anyone's been paying attention, Tampon Tim, he signed legislation to put tampons in the boys' bathrooms in high schools and elementary schools. He watched Minnesota burn down to the ground and did nothing. Although it may have fried Minneapolis. They are hard left when it comes to energy. And now, Walz has come out and has admitted that he wants to ban assault weapons. Now, we remember what happened the last time the Democrats actually did that. Bill Clinton paid a huge price and never recovered. He lost both houses. W. Bush became president. And they took one on the chin for quite a while. The other thing is, he's lied. People are making a big deal how he retired from the military before he was put in service. Well, listen, the man had 24 years. I'm not going to yell at a guy for retiring after 24 years of military service. I mean, assuming if he came in at 18, that would have made him at 42 years old. And at 42 years old, with 24 years in, do you really want to go to a battlefield and fight a war? People may call him chicken. Okay, yeah. But he was eligible to retire and did nothing wrong. What he has done wrong, though, is lied about his service, how he did fight in a war. Stolen valor. And that's going to kill him. And then he claims he carried a weapon of war when he never fought a war. Again, here comes the gun thing. Well, I got news for you. Pump-action shotguns are also used by the military, and so are 9mm pistols. They're also used by the public. So, you think it's just going to relate to assault weapons? It will never just end at assault weapons. You look at the history of gun control, you can't believe a word these people say. But with that being said, and the fact that he's now backpedaling big time, something he can't get out of. Kamala Harris is hiding behind having the media cover her. Even her friendly left media she won't even talk to. Because let's face it, as Trump said, the woman's incompetent. She can't public speak to save her life. She can't handle an interview, she can't do interviews. Now with today being the 10th, with 9 days ago till the Democrat National Convention starts in Chicago, I'm telling you, don't be surprised. They try to replace the convention with either Newsom, Hillary Clinton, or Big Mike Obama, aka Michelle. Obama might have liked that first. After seeing how she performs on the national stage, I think he has buyer's remorse and doesn't trust her. The good thing about it, because she is a DEI hire, whether people like it or not, he can't control her. The Clintons never got over 2016. They would do anything to get back in the White House. She's evil, and you gotta realize that. Pelosi doesn't like either of them. She would like to see her nephew, Newsom, get in office. And from what I hear, even though Joe Biden made the announcement that he wasn't going to seek a second term, I'm hearing from officially he has never handed in his paperwork. So he may make an appearance at the convention himself. Comments down below, what's your opinion like to know? Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Keep the country in prayer. Keep Donald Trump and his family in prayer, as well as J.D. Vance and his family. Because they're going to attempt something again on him. And we'll talk to you later.